Alright, 2024 na check your date na hwese emre no ye daben it gradually or the room, but are you mark timing yourself say ye kwado no oh mark timing ehunu say number of days ha wetwa gui ya hyase ya no enti se bibi wo wani so na resolution for the year no waka chire otwedi ampo nyankopon na hiampa ba de make a cho no say entemenara start say wo ye ho adwuma because ye wuram days bi abesen ko dada enti say wo ye wadwen say o twan da fufuru bi ampa cho enya sa mistake no start working now start say wo ye adwuma no sesia but then obey ne sa mama ma the quote of the day say o starting from zero na o di akọ as a hero in 2024 ye mu bi ho a yes sir ababona se from baby a ye free no e de koduru mpempensuo bi ye ni abusuafo ana awofo wo mo yesikafo je ni bi ebi ni ho afen so ye ni enkofo bi a wo mo boye chidom se to de din a ye de ani be kwa kwahwe wo mo ye mu bi ho a ye ni bi afen so ewiase ni ye de connections na nam ye mu bi ho a start to connect to somebody no jeni bi e twa ani ne ehwe benkum ne yeni fa obi eni ho afei yeni excuses bia e chose enam sa ne ma wenti ensisi e ba abrabo no da bi esisi e ma ye ho excuses ye hia ne sen e dwumaden afei consistency se ye be gina ye na so na dan ne dade aye no ye de awe hyebu besem ne ye behunu se enu an ye gusu aye de ye ne nya de desire aho fama se meye ne be ye afa ya focus ya dwene de sibibi so say ade we na me pese meye because mini awofo wo me yasikafo mini namfofo metima connected to them ana mini obi a o time achi enti se minya the focus of ade bia me pese meye den meye afa na the determination the ashem e kwa bia so I am determined to make it happen enti ya me ankosa ana maya madwene se meye amana yeye afa self education ye kwa ye bai enye classroom nkoa enye classroom nkoa enti so wako school na wie anaso wan wie na waba na opeso ye bibi de bia ye sua de every day bia ye sua de nipa wo hia wo mo namfofo wo hia wo mo enkoma wo mu die time bia no you learn something from somebody enti you continue to learn enti mawo education nye book nkoa education ye the obi ya wusua won koyese ono but you are learning from somebody who do obi na echi usua bibia firi obi ho na onso dachi wo de agina wo na so e de aye de sese wo ye enti de hia ne try sesa na ma ya maka kire wo nei na yesi January mu wo de be ka wo ho na waka kire wo say just we can and we will never give up. Emo aba mumu so papa no ma menya sikafo emo aba mumu so oni sikani tachefo bia emo aba mumu so wadwuma wo ye sikani swa na e den e ke 22 fanya bi emo aba mumu e wo de wo pese wo ye na afi 2024 mu just have the can do spirit na catch us mesua de me kwa komanim na ma focus na ma ye determine of whatever I want to do and I want to achieve in 2024 and yes by the 12th of December 31st we jina sorry dem akache rade say ampa waye bi e de ama welcome Wezo Akwaba Senders. This is the first of its kind for the year 2024 Ghana Se Sen ene 2024 the year hyase ene the first one ye de ebrewo enti bomodiana tweben o television set na enkomo edapono so a ye babidi ene dua yi ewo baabia wo bia enkomo edapono so kase pa bako eye se Yera na nadu danko akufuado na no odi nkomo na okoka ase Yera John Dramani Mahama emfie miensani a ono azumi office for the second term ti yera fi wum de the fourth term di enti no se odi nkunimu no se John Dramani Mahama be fa phone na ka che no se congratulations say wadi nkunim ewo 2020 abato no wanye den wanka bi ankyere no anu akire yewa John Dramani Mahama chro krata de ababonten e de reply o chro krata ne babonten wie ye no enu a NDC for your press conference asi odun katia essay wo mu no obia wo mo ba be den e be man congratulations abebo na baso bia obonanum tuo say onipa enipa 8 awu enam no so manipa 8 awu ansa no be president de impesa make specific words no kan ye no ko say enipa enam no so manipa 8 awu no de be president de eden ana ye bona baso e man ye to mu ya baso bode mo bia you join our office of the president also e de akoto the Facebook wall in a reply what also say prem na nadu danko akufuado ya speech a o maye after say owini abano okaye pempen eka ho asem e de fire was wagon ho sensem because you are John Dramani mama kata o tro ye no e kire say eniema bako na mieru esi waye waso ene nkofo efiri mu no say o mampani timi ka ho bibia de a ene ono so ni ade bia ye fa na basebo de bia iti ensem way and a generate controversy o Ghana ene ye de hye 2024 Ghana Se Sen enko wie Nagrat I issue ultimatum ama Ghana ban over teachers condition of service eno no eye ohwa Eastern region 4 ana edisa semi abetudwa no say the Eastern regional branch of the National Association of Graduate Teachers has conveyed the importance of as the impatience of Nagrat members in the region regarding the government's inaction on the collective agreement concerning teachers' condition of service. Mr. Aweno Godwin, the Eastern Regional Chairman for Nagrat, says the government must demonstrate commitment to enhancing teachers' condition of service as soon as possible or face necessary actions by the association. The Eastern Regional Nagrat Eastern Regional Nagrat therefore urged government to immediately engage in a roundtable discussion with the association leadership as a collective agreement negotiation initiated last year remains unaddressed. He explained that despite a given deadline, the government's lack of response has prompted concerns, pushing the association to consider decisive action if expectations are not met. We have seen that other public sector workers are enjoying their condition of service. We are not saying that we want to follow the same thing because we also have to fight for our own, and that is why we are urging the government to listen to our leadership, to come to the round table with them and sit down with them, and then whatever proposals that they will make, the government will accept and implement it. He added, last year Nagrat and NAT organized press conference simultaneously to demand from the government that the collective agreement are expired and therefore we need to begin the negotiation, and the deadline was given to government, but up to now it has fallen on deaf ear. Mr. Awona clarified that we are not using the 2024 year, which is an election year, to demand these things. We started it in 2023 and we are hoping that government will listen to us so that it will not escalate. And then when we go beyond the threshold and Nagrat, we decide to wear out a red band, they don't blame us that it's because of election season. Mr. Gordon disclosed these concerns in an interview with the media at the Bri after an event marking the commencement of the union's 25th anniversary celebration at a regional level. Now, expressing disapproval of the recent politicization of WASSCE results, Mr. Gordon noted it is detrimental to Ghana's educational system. He called upon politicians to refrain from politicizing students' performance, asserting that the WASSCE results reflected the genuine efforts of teachers nationwide. It will be no way at the tattoo said, Ghanaian say, politicians, sorry, and education I see, or children school I see, addiction school I see, and then also Okoka Wasem Kase, Beya, woman jai, dear woman, yenu, na woman in your home. Say, education system, no, woman and a hair. Eye bibia e de command ye na e be yank ya yemfa basebody e ma a teacher for na o madwumaden a wo mo ye. Okay, so that is it. Now let me get to the statement by John Dramani Mahama. Na fe ye wia na mentie dwedi hu krato na me panel trust in ye discussion no. Ne dia o de aba e de reply Yewura Nana do Dankwa Akufo-Addo song congratulating no. Statement by John Dramani Mahama, former president of the Republic of Ghana and the 2024 flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress on the 31st anniversary of the Fourth Republic. Okay, let me see if that is the one I am coming to read. Let me see. Okay. No, I have to find another one. Let me say Joyce Barra Muktari Crown Swatch BB. And Gideon, do you have the press conference by the NDC yesterday? When Asiodun Ketia spoke about these things, if you have them, mame a gist of it and I share said it yesterday. Okay, this is it. Let me read this one, and then let's see how it is. So today marks the effect. Yes, you have the NDC. Asiodun Ketia. Okay, let's have it. Yeah, Bomami, CCR.
And until we shall foresee Kai one, the Edimuyan said, President Mahama, Dani Omai, and the Aman and Akufo-Addo. Now you walk a bra, yetimi fan we free mu. Akasia miensa, emubia de fan we epuba, amaye tong enyeska. What did to bra President Mahama be fa konya ya? Na fa wo bra na ba. Ebreso ya nyama be ye miensa. Enti sika eba e free fan wo. Abo home prensa. Anti ni enimu se anye be kura no de be papa. And say we say wa konya. Ebra efra konya so daga na fozu ene mabwa edin na Akufo-Addo so no kasa dollar bwa edin we bwa edin sesi afin kona wie no sa omanya obedane dia ma President Mahama bibia na Akufo-Addo complaining in 2016 biasa sedia asaya bo so be imprensa na imprena e bia bo so imprena te dollar bo there dey over $9 nuru force na wa bo akonja bi sa o se dollar bo and you say sabre na o ka je se wa ko fa ba o mi aba we Malaysia o be $2 dia ma aiki say dollar IDP ni wi asekura say na nkaye o hwe koko ajuma koko dudu ana ye papa no akuafo yi etimete fertilizer ye de ma wo mokwa ya de ene tie say ni nyina say koko ana ye etimete ekobeye ton opipimbe empima ahenkro aya duru opipimba kono ene koko ayinya ye struggle kurasi betimanya opipima hensi ano kurano ye try nyeskentia ya preso ana koko le timi fa koko no so kura kwaji bosia be yi akwai And then I compare with Yankura, Betoko, Ayasem. Yabresuna, Profono, Kutescano, Namuchesi, Jimsika Koto, Koko, and Sihu 1%, and Sihu 2%. And then yes, almost said, Omo Maisika, Betoko, and Sihu 8%, and so I'm crying, and Tina from the White.
Okay, so that is it. It's basically the reply no I said don't John Dramani Mahama Kennedy I said you can trust your press conference on also making emphatically clear so many congratulations message be the president of the Republic of Ghana because I also was work on horse and seven no untimi nye den enka wasem. I remember John Dramani Mahama also said as fellow countrymen and women we should together uphold our collective responsibility to sustain our democracy and call on all duty bearers to comply with constitutional principles. I urge the current government to refrain from actions that continue to undermine democratic rights under their administration. The use of tax and rough elements within the security agencies to disrupt elections in some parts of the country as occurred in the 2020 elections, leading to the loss of 8 lives, will forever be remembered as Ghana's day of infamy and an indelible blemish on our democratic credentials established over the last 31 years of our constitutional rules. So when he was talking about the constitution, and seminar constitution day, on a rather sad note, it is unconstitutional that the 3 years after these tragic events, our president Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo has not uttered even a word of sympathy to the bereaved families. The perpetrators of these murders continue to work as free men and still hold on to the positions of authority and power. This government must appreciate that they have obligation to guarantee peaceful elections this year, and the loss of even one Ghanaian life would not be continuous. No. Eti pray and somewhere adapt no so yebedi and komo and the duenini. Kinsley Aka Kofi abekam a member of the NDC RFA do say also abekam and so a member of the New Patriotic Party. I do say 80 perform you in say for the next 2 hours by 4:30 the phone line should be activated. You have the opportunity to call into the program. Now what share of views by 4:50 will be signed out of the show. Me try me wa ba me ba me panel better say nyashan komonase. Okay, welcome back. Penify coming, sir. You be D and Como as a fatality. I catch you, sir. With me, I send a message now. Odiaba, but I'm prepared to be a homatrophone to know an opportunity now. Odi so about devoid of insult in patrol. Or the buyer mean be a panel will be at them. Our hasib. Into Kingsley Aqua, I become, sir. Kingsley Aqua. Afisha Panso.
I think I'm going to.
Then I'm just bringing in our men who man to council.
Maybe I'm a channel.
Yes.
Me Pia Bontessa.
It's take a cry. Okay.
Okay. You who are done Moja dear for saying
yes.
There's a double more tradition.
It's
like bringing away what you say. Woman crop up a shrub. So the cock was shrub. I'm sure walk out will be meeting in January. No one to meet you. One said Association of Quick Loan. Yenya Cassia. Take a crane in your eye. Get a boy who buy the holidays.
I see. Okay, but Eddie Ababa,
you just like
na pop to say,
yeah,
Eddie bring your navy.
Kakaka, already I'm going home buying. Yes,
all right, quickly, young Shan Common say na yending common. Mamma Sasha feel ready. Now I don't quick Kufuado past the comment. Say 3 years down the line. About 2 years na abasibodie na ekoma no a amanfo any other countries secret president in ebon abaso yeah your former president or they call context any other ones am fafun no am fafun in particular and to me an country and say congratulations kura bisi ne no so kwotoro say asa any ayo aso we so wagon some we see any election violence no me ade no no kura so da pro untimi kan wasem nti eden ne yebo abaso and then press conference ko by action no ketia tu na nti so munni ase dade mo bia o Ghana ase na nipa na so manipa 8 we ansa na obi di president there eden ne ko bon abaso asemi ye kan say na yi
okay but to mama chia we say phobium na my party executives. It's been a while, like 2 months in the main share done that you.
Yes.
When I'm training last month.
I we from back once you be bro yeah.
But then I'm back. See, so 2024 is another busy year for politics. And the young friend there go because there's a quite be so Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia it was in January 7, 2025. I want some partner say, I dear meantime cabina meantime come on some I dear funny panko.
Okay.
And I'm very careful because say any passion no kwaya na me drink say senke emia.
Nka den naka.
Okay emia enra owo try make it to e bi na me say enough. Minya ma say me wunti so bi wu a na meantime person the politics be come but then kophobia din ka kasa fa ho. Nti say e ka ho asema nsa.
Okay.
Utie president in command odi on the constitutional day.
Yes.
Okay, never be very important. Am I about to one point about to na fee? And as a leader, on netia kunyano sono. I thought that is so hese pepe. And in tiasie be ye juma won kophobia junior. Abra ye call contested to say. If it's basa ye be aba. Ni di intimi free muda. It will be as if say ne pen so will be di man pen you know. And I went to me and to turn your meya. Ya to aba basa yaba. Nti eye ne kwan so pepe say. Obebo ye koko se o man na matie ni nkasa ye bia waka pense so no na na do dan kwate ase die on ti ase mo bia nya basa in the coming election and that is a bold word I feel her but on the lighter note of which I'm quoting him direct as more kan no and no say see a democracy ni ko yes see nyina etimiti ase ase me ko contest na me lose am lose and I made me support ni nim die nyina be boa they were reading, no crime punti, the old or any major contender in the past election. 3 years in year, Nana, congratulations, crowd, to me, cabin chain. I mean, when somebody says on a lighter note, he tells you, say, Nadia, but the train agencies to say, and no money winning, I and your my for from social emwa because the aqua election, now you na oh, Vinia, wedding could and ka effect. Because in as much say you do on court 2012 you do on court you dey abaya no what so sabre no kujina court say election na call you no nkuni mo odi ye no anko yi amaya no you declare ma wo no you be she on well what I say nti say nti asempo anya adwuma ma ndisi court court we no ebu ase da bi amonyo mom de ba ni nyina ye nsem a yegyina so agi akonya mom a ni ni nyina mu no you will show well and I say congratulate you to me. President ka on the lighter note intimi nim say nsem okedi agora nya nsem ehu hia no bebre na momo twen adwiri na esi so.
But now, why did you have to say it? You know, why did you cry?
So I saw Shan Koma idea attack on the lighter note. And young Koma just say, a young Koma, we need the other baby. But don't say, man, no Bosona. Or person say, you deny stakeholders when it comes to the general election. Wow, cut toward the open to me, OBR. It is do not to meet us here tomorrow, Bentia. Wow, open to me, Nibino. My name so when he say, your mind one answer the do need an idea to me, na Juma. Never show you any. No, they make him meaning. But don't have a day for here. I am so glad say Eugene was so swift about it. Say
yes.
Obe responding because I thought that
with attached video.
Yes, I thought that I thrown it also. And my yes idea. No, say penifone ye di motina yesu amo. But say adibi ubu ani go so to say no say we niara yes idea we are. It's very unfortunate. President when the residents were Nima. I would the second term as an office of the president of Ghana no or acknowledge sa incidents mentioning Ododio and then mentioning Techiman where the incident happened that I asked some this very long time Omugusu Omukan was but those it's like I said election basi ama BBS here the two major parties I no mudi anymore and no omo the mass problems never
okay
say you blame MPP na ija NDC into me ne the AC no nya dia manage ho nya dia mepe na so say your election na baby NDC stronghold e bia mete sa environment ho na enam se makoy MPP a menim say ho the NDC na ya nhwe yi a manipulations ana bibi betumi akoso na me boaboa domo ano pese me cause some kind of attention and confusion bia hunu say ye den security forces ho
okay
ade aya na nipa yet nchen we fini say nipa nyina ho den yepe
yes
nipa nyina adwen ni ensusu ye ne say dey see any man yepe sky metumi ni wakọ baby say ye kwakọ ye violence na bibi
yes
e bia de aba bebo tirim fento ba ye de aba bom nsakra me film me hwere me nkwa enti sa political parties akesie ni we come to play when it comes to ye maintaining order in our elections. You see, former president Mahama Asama okay. Echima during tempa the kosi abra na let my vote count demonstrations ne koso na obikura enya and the problem on any etwa so ama ohwere ne nkwa. You see, these were things that omo nyina are silent about it. Omo aka ho asem da. Ene die pese e kire se nipa nkwa ho hia ye. Nti ebu ye ne agu president a oka say de course no enye a course asese ye hwe emasa ne money mercy. Eti ohwe sudin a na me de me hu ne say ensem bi no person or kebi kwa person responded because yes, relevance is very important. And then we are in 2024. Adibia President Bekebia no ese so oka ho asem. Said the be obeko so anya ne din John Dramani Mahama because e din no hu hia no. Na say din na so na ye de kwakoto abayama na kwakolufi. But ade e fani pan kwa ho nya ade a yebetumi de adi agro. And again, media say election violence ba ye push blame into back for so. The two because I hear there obi na trigger action ena bibi kokosi if we hear neighbor obi na yes maintain me ho ase but say won to ho ase wo man mu ne nioma ye wo kwan ye fa so party ni kakaka ni nyina ye friend say NDC no on to ne ho ase wo election 2024 mu okokot party kakaka ni nyina ye friend say MPP no on to ne ho ase wo election 2012 mu no okokot it as a party member me wo from ho no say BBC na maintain me ho ase the best is to report to my party authorities with good evidence. Mimi ko jina ho created a scene of violence. Oh yeah, there are security agencies which will take action. E bia na ye to tear gas. The on say that so bekun, but e bia na ye to tear gas. But our system na ntumi an contain sa wa hwere won kwa. E bia na ye to rubber bullets. But rubber bullets baby e ball woni nti no wa hwere won kwa. E bia na ye di mfi ampo na enam. But sabre no health condition ti wa hwere won kwa ye be kan we nyina be ka ho say election no obi akum nipa no de ababeti said the esedu ketia ekeka he is fan of that in the comments. I personally have never taken him serious. Yes,
Sano Takasa, that's who is sir.
Oye senior man bia ono no ne nkomodie no achewacho ne doso o pese de bia o de blame bi mo obi na o feel say ono de you okay as on the right but nyesa na edi nkomo obi ani ho a o say da kokum obi say o de ba be the president. The comments was cute. No man here to say president ya kum nipa man na be the president.
That was
I mean, these things doesn't make sense because when him say e bibi na see here e man new because so I was west wo go ye ni na ye nim de see e wom and she say ni bia anko ye say de nyina admittedly e be dia tum say president new man ko ye a aka wo wi ni ye no ka on ka ho asem say de see ye ni ye new man na ninje ho. I don't know whichever way be omo person president two and more be money who say enipa omo hwe omo kwan na it's lie.
Yeah.
And come away there.
Okay.
We are all stakeholders. About two a crowd for now to my money for. It made me say my party as MPP going into the next election. I'm a youth, and then I'm quite influential. When my areas never be I'm finding me. I will never want to lead violence, but I want to set example by giving proper records, by following the elections keenly. Not the me here I am going. Remember my party in pending for money. Me use violence means because me to be the ababo metikwa. And then security so ye nyoma na omo ho chiro they may apply force and the force may get somebody injured, may get somebody say obehwe ne nkwa na yenyi sa as this show because na do that Kwaku wasn't in Techiman or tutu or Techiman security na ye na juma and a casualties sa na chiro no casualties e buy.
Okay. Kingsley. Adentina Saadi we no as mo party ni kasa bia emphatically say Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo nam no so ana nipa 8 ewu ye in 2020 election no adentia
slime that's it.
Yeah.
Ebi na minchia ahwefo.
Joso.
Etitire ni NDC amani ku no. Slime we say ebrebria no say me ba na menya akwanya na ya me katama moto we ho.
Yes.
But area we dey me ba no. So we fin crying kotema accident miensa
Anasi
area we into wo bia why waje so kotema area dey so for alternative route and I fit tema so na say wo ban crying and dey ba ko
one lane
because accident back way see another lane na won say can see na ko to say oye NDC ni tin e bia o kasasa
and I know so me say contractor bi juri kwa ho
Sly contractor painting him for. The fact is that each and every blessed day BBC or properties are destroying, human beings are losing their lives. Until when? Sly, ABA better na can try because ABA and ye bushing for. But you ain't paying level.
But the last time me say me kofa ho dana ba kan wa sama me ka say me kofa ho me koma kwala bia sori o so ye no me say me fa so bi mu hwe ja de me fa ho bi me fa ho bi ka me be fast printers akofa nungwa me fa so bi
me say one of the accidents I made that too so na trotro na I to say I know you see fresh
yes
into mama penia say me ha me nka or close to 70 or dafo. You get it. Is this what we voted for? Is this what we expect our leaders to be doing for us? So how can some we are in your politics now? Because you're too about men for so and come on prioritize your well-being. And yes, if it's cabbage able to move on. Maybe a mammy I can answer me or about because in Kola of so sure. Want me good. And to say better now near the other side here to a mono Eddie. We know after here over fire jaho, Mr. One as one thing. Oh, nice news.
Almost speedy up work,
exactly. You see, Sly, in your man koi. Na aya sefim. Say, and there. Won't say I better than honey, because will be.
Yeah.
I shouldn't go motorway. No, we are affiliating that to government. I then ankayen fa attache the opposition party. So, Wabraso, the ABC no, papa, you be credit too. Say bonia ye de ma sana amamboti sana leadership inti se Ghana fo say papa ya otisui eni Ghana fo ndi ni yie eba nipa adodo a ewu ye in relation to 2020 elections na Ghana fo dika slide say bia asem no esi wo ye busu mu a anka ye nka na trala saa the mere fact that mama me speech na ma comment so and there is here no in fact in try year no interest I have shown that extreme concern as a leader.
But he has condemned it.
Oh, Sly. Condemning it is just mere words. So then I just what condemning. About murder, your manslaughter, your self-defense. And come po young prosecute back, ni anka so we could do on self-defense. So that a bushia be I come a better with you. Sly, a nipa life na ye can once no. Now debut the only in train no crab omukwe dide na baako amba ni attitude to saying exactly nipa daseni because of you becoming a president we training kwa na ye kan asem na wo se debi me yen kan nti yen kan fine in fact no more ya adore na ye shooting nipa nana isn't no election related issues nti say ye kan asem we a wo se debi we should attach that to your presidency. And I know wake up in the air and you go shooting your panel. Mama, ma, yan ya, I don't know, and quiet to say, a nipper be a more nipper, sing nipper be. I say, where course no, and Kai Nanado, and I say Gabi Ochadaco, and I say, dear, hey, how for a sibling year shooting. Are we going to just talk about it, Trala? Adding, share, Sly,
yeah,
on mine yet. Second infant, no becano coquasa. Neka benkum de won kana kokwasa. Do you know what you are actually propagating? Ebeba bedu baby no obi abe na adwen say en de ma me so me mboa me ho say na be ya eba I can defend myself. That is the implication of what you are doing as a government. Me say one of the stories I could read it online. The story said that car number almost shootings The story said that nipa crow or you shooting, no, they've been able to identify the person. What else do we need as evidence? Nipa here come and say, poly 8. Hey, Sly. Nem punching 8 to come price here. Punching 8. I'm price here. Just because I want to be president, into nipa who and family. Hey, Sly. Yanshi am namo to you. Na dia wo ye no sa family na ye come asem no if you get opportunity to interview them obetins won be ka kiro ne papa mu no is this what Ghanaians voted for? If you are saddened that the largest opposition party leader and congratulate you me for no so someone congratulate you because say me hu nipa bi ene ko wu ye na me flag bearer as I congratulate you as Nanado so what bon body so we ni enti me tai we chia anka me medi joma hama ho ya
o ba say congratulate na o bone kokko te said the o ka constitution asem ya o de bone kokko a kire say ni si ye no we should have be a o congratulate no aka chance enso kayo say nipa dodo say the free mu during that time election no ye bibi fafa nanka ye hu say but try class won kakura dia just because nipa 8 na wu and ye ka say nipa 8 na wu no kamia ye say asem mu pese mu che say nanado na aso asem nkoku nipa 8 no na min di president
okay kaka
yes
okay nipa no shoot here nipa no cho anya civilian no nipa o ye shooting no anya civilian oya officer na Sly una was small officers no so mo nko hwana. We have what we call delegation power. Say who delegate you obi so nko ye bibia. Oya ade no e wo wudin mu o. Enti ne papa mu no e na nado na tutuo no. That is the simplicity here. So who delegate you obi say wo ko na kwhwe so de e ko so ho mame. Na say nipa no ko any action nipa ni taking o take it for and on behalf of you. Enti say ye ne agree say a police officer and e ko tutuo no e de boss a nipa no a and the one that suma sa police officer enya aban enti yan fa sombo ne mbo wan ya Sly we are simple logical yan fa sombo no embo wan ya na one scenario na nka wo ma no how many times any the constitutional day from 2020 anka ne papa mo no I will hold my party responsible say I don't papa ni pe wu we tu anamo ABC to the extent that we are prosecuting ABC wako family of the disease no ho e the year ko 2 year na still na ye twe no nka maka ah we the money na ndi ni ye when we dey ya wo mo no kaka na ande oye the late no no hwe busuafo you see it's like asem we won me who topic na nkasa no me emotional because ye ba be ka obi life any obi family asem kaka na onye kromfo enya se wakoye boni bi no odwane o boni be na kaka ye in fact probably I don't know whoever did the shooting should come and tell Ghanaians say na kaka ene na ekun anase na kaka atwituo ene so on so defending on so koye sir when these things are still covered, you know, what do you expect Ghanaians to do? Now, it's like,
yeah,
John Mahama, Kano. Man, fan of say, John Mahama, and no. I don't know if you happen to be in Techiman South from 2020.
I won't do there, but I've lived in Techiman before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Koho, in Primpre, I mean, you can say, so, no could see him come on, ewo for moi, and yasem papa. So, Koho. No could see him come away from that the civilian no in respect of the AC or honor and yes and papa. Ne papa money. And I say the 275 constituencies no BBC NCC wo as an I am Sheshiaba. Sly. I apacho and I met me kunja we so and the ama buying say look the only reason Ghanaians will vote for you and they say Oba prioritize on welfare, on well-being. And it's a BBC akukoso. Not 3 years down the line, no, yente honshiya. Then reason na ejina so magana for do na ekoto abane de man no. Entwa yi. Anaso omo enya any positive outcome. Because like she eya de bia meka say so obi ka chiro say obeye bibia ma wa. And I think you may be a year previously to determine exactly the impulse of the all cultural. Then I do say then, in the next elections, no, be make sure I say papa you obey.
Yes.
And I say cultural of the month to my head.
Is it anything?
Exactly. So papa we are here. In fact, in Primpre, I just said it to me by cultural and say, oh, in Crawford, sir, issues no. In fact, yachie mu miensa, yachie mu du, yachie mu nkron. Ye de mu miensa ekogina asendudua na ebu ase ni say. Debio. Now when the MPP took the election issue to court in 2013. Omukodu ho no. Na do say ono na adwe mu de enyoma bi nya den entene ma no. Eni to no de koye. Okoye na court ni bu aye no. To one speech, I say, I'm not okay with the verdict.
But
exactly. Are you saying that if the state has taken it upon itself to prosecute these individuals, how are you involved in these actions? Nanka family nukra make us so the court ne bua kono in fact enye yede. But say na state ne ka dia ye ni hweka. It's like obi family ho asem na ye ka no. Adia ye de yewa enya wo de no na mfa nye obi e wo chiro konkro ni mu enti se ye ne ejitum se ye de ye gidifo na so obi de e ba ye be ye ni sei ba ye ye de ne ba de a ye be so na afa ende na gidifo na ye no enye ne papa so no Sly.
Yeah.
You see me makoma twa pro because come 2024, the ordinary Ghanaian, based on some ACC year in 2020 elections, no, ebe fa ne ho adwen. Because Kofi akoto aba. Enyo so okwe no kowi ballot box. Enyo so okwe no okokonto kwa wamba biem. Wo se me kwa me so me nkwatra na me kwa na me so mamba biem we. You see, this is common logical. Obi bia odwin na in fact na adwin mo do no. So you see the issue of in some ACC here in 2020 elections now. And the signing panel so opia bontin a onko just like that oh. Because I've asked myself several questions from 2020 till date. So some grofu o mo ahwere o mo nkwa no. In fact, I want to know omo crime. Because if you have not been able to prove any reasonable doubt, say Nipano or your ABC, and then why Jenny cry if in Zimwa, then you must be proven guilty. Sana Mbraneka.
Ana edi say ye free baby ne be kwa kuturu baby. Say nipa ni gina wade tutu born, ane ye 1. Nipa ni twam ne tutu born, ane ye 2. Nipa ni tinifie ne tutu born, ane ye 3. What might has also cost? A dear now cost a wokoye. Otu abewe ya na one to aba. Otu ye den. What did you do? A man onipa no so nya the infantry to trigger. Are you getting me? Ha, anti baby e free ko duru ye na ehia.
You see, the idea can and I make careful so. Say a quarter. Oh, council. Or the council on the same matter. Yakwa goduo. Bibi ebesinti and empenifo adwen wo say. And there yen constitute what we call courts. Empenifo no adwen ho kun say, oh, bibi besina sa bibi ni si a, say body be etumi e pronounce judgment on this you know. So the questions are Ghana for ABC and say the AC you know to date has the court been able to pronounce any judgment for whoever that feels that the state has not been fair to me to be okay? Have we gotten there? Say BBAC. As to say Nipanona or Kotokele Welio, no Korea ballot box, so Korea Denyon, and Ama we yes, you know, have we got to that level for a court to say that ABI and I'm wasting and now wasting in a week was here? Into how we need the young to mean Casa a murder and the young Casa ABI self defense. Have we got there 3 years down the line? Have we got there? This is lie. So you can't to say on minor someone. Only say Embremuno Bravo Bishop equality before the law. My dream, no. If I look at this case, now I quite say a statement, no. Because it's like me, I keep asking myself, are you saying that Anka one person be or one number this very state? Our for Asibi and I said who ni pebi and the agent a cry feeling somewhere. Anka 3 years down the line, Anka yan come once someone. These are the questions ordinary Ghanaian is asking. In the year can a boss say, and yet in Ghana, ni pebi a ni passing ni pebio.
But the problem back on say usisu dia say nana do danko kufuadwo kunipa 8 dia be president. Why do you assume they have to say this?
Like yama ahwefo nya common understanding. Ho amu ne kotutu no, ho amu ne ku nipa no.
Omu ya ban nipa.
Exactly. You see, it's like let's not move
so
away from
the sent them.
Let's not move away from the fact. Omu ya ban nipa. What it means is that whoever wore the uniform to get to the scene to commit that crime, no, oh, jina wa ma abai. Why ni abai no?
Your commander in chief.
Exactly. So what are we talking about? What arguments are we raising this afternoon? Nano in 2016, Tamana Professor John Dramani Mahama, Etie Kunjana, so Edimo. Since one talk they attribute that to the doing of John Mahama. Onyanko Ponsis Eyenwo. They attribute that to John Mahama. And it's a what's money panis and Nipano and Koshema, the way with Trimono and materialize it. Now I caught not the results now, bro. No human rights, catch us our results where the brown idea. It's Yambra. 3 years down the line. Won't count. What's a man Casa into a way? It's like when I was small.
Then.
And the other in the house of one boy.
Okay, Fanusina Edimbem.
Slide,
yeah,
the man knows it. In fact, they're gonna for expecting from this very government. In fact, Nanado Baomia government, I say, Ghanaians are expecting that the economy gets better. She, Unim say, Anka, Grandpa Cram, because prophet and congratulating Anka Kofu will cry. I don't know so. The current issues are you facing any ascertainable. It's like, do you know what it means to say that one casa family, our more will cry at one class, so bring your own person, be bring your own check. And so Kakro Mubedi, you have to give excuses because you can't feed them, you can't just take care of them. I don't know the price of the ordinary Ghanaian currently as we speak. Now, John Mahama, and congratulate you. How does it affect the economy of that individual living in Ghana? Yes, this is a in some good crowd. And you don't go man and I don't need him paying for so. John Mahama congratulate you. How does it affect the exchange rate? How does it affect the inflation? And one seven a gun of war bizarre as to whether the person has congratulated you or not. And no, he has them as gun of war.
In terms of democracy, in terms of said yema pepper your juma, in terms of your bejatum, irrespective of whatever had transpired during the election era, no me bowa baso but still make no bibi say nesi ma wen call into no so feel say one yes ade a come here say one jantum say oye president no one congratulating me say e ya obi ho we be transfer say ya into the people of the NDC and other Ghanaians and then
it's like I do import here and can you tougher. The very people who you know who in 2020 in fact who before the declaration of Nana Addo as a president. Are you saying that as a leader of the largest opposition party, no, I should ignore all these gonzos? Let me congratulate you. Let's be human here. And Crofona, Omelusi souls, no, they lost their souls during that era where you have become the president. I should ignore that scene and come and congratulate you.
Let us say, Edibra, yeah.
Sly, what's that? Me free baby, I didn't know. The fact to say nipa be sure among elections doesn't make the results of the election null and void. Still, that election no valid. Still, there was an elected president. You see, yes, a example be the two in Chima Beba be this example also. Ebe kweti any political life. Mama ye say the fact to say John Dramani Mahama and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, opposition party leaders, no, they are not supposed to be enemies because they are human beings. The fact is, say me and this in here will be MPP, you know. Unfortunately, that is what I'm seeing, and I'm being fair here. We are trying to make these two personalities look like enemies. And say obi ka bibi papa bi a kire regardless of the besie biano. Unjina the engineer because Akufo-Addo and not because John Dramani Mahama, which is so wrong. Until the can say the see any intra-election results, intra-declaration course, intra-swearing in a swear president, because these are all constitutional staffs. A course of pepe, just say on minor the results in the tomb, they are gazette, they are both president bidding. Fair enough. Then I'm kind of so the word presidency can not. It tells you any idea who here no. But as a penny or what you want, who says idea no cost to us, so I am why we shouldn't create the environment as if we are enemies in the political space. We are just people of different ideas. The NDC person you know, and you know the MPP person. A team for say some parties we in ano, at different times to do different businesses for the country at different time. It's near the NDC panel and no MPP. That's the only difference. But you ensure that time for. Again, just because Nana Addo wants to be a president is a wrong statement. These people die just because president to be a president. Because by then he was contesting to be a president. So you can say just because Nana Addo wanted to be a president, it means to me brophobia and yet because a confirm being a president, even gum cracker home. So just because these people wanted to be president, let's be frank. It is a portion blame there. Just because John Mahama wanted to be a president, just because Chiraboso wanted to be a president, just because Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo wanted to be a president, and a Konfo-Hwere Omonkwa. And again, I'm going back to Eugene Ahin's statement. Yes. Eugene Ahin has given the proof, and that is true. President Eka Ahwasem said the Ubesi Afanu Biano or cassette say the need Jim Hone Neoma na Ekosono. Say President Kosu Otechimana wouldn't raise these souls back. The obetumi ayane say obe share ne displeasure about Neoma na Ekosono. It is say ebi omo person president in Konko family ni na they need prosecution. I'm say chinkophobia. Remember? Yes. Security matters about your elections. Sly. Police for Omonian people for soldiers. Omonian people for maybe near here. And a party be your national communications officer, catching military force. At the be my communications officer. So mo buy more. Some military officers no mo best sack your money in every hole. I just smiled. some nkofo we and nkofo even in NDC time no if our police for they are still working and MPP afibia FJMI for and they are still working. How then do we believe say election na yin na yakwa tenase and the anything na moko IPAC meetings near there mo tenase te ase say easy emma security enya available ade na mo ankasa mo yem internal elections mo this our police force ya e babehwe elections so but when omo exercise nyoma ekoso no mo ye no mo exercises na casualties back that one you don't want to accept it, you don't want to believe say sa nyoma ni na betumi it's like you make an moment ase aha we say yama pepepe ya anya adwuma wa ha ne ya mante ase bi ama ne digidi ba na police for ba hasese na obi ye no menti ase na police adwuma ne ye dem mo they may apply certain force be wi ase no say ya hwe yi a obi betumi ahwere ne nkwa me edu say ya me nkwa hu hia me say no I wouldn't want to take that step and no na me pese me twi ye chidi for ne ye young people are di politics net no me ko blame akokora bi for me nkwa ahwere ne ya what sense am I making to me bana ma wo no because me depart the echi and same because so maintain me ho ase it my kikiri my kodu maybe jayo this is a police the force them. The police service is for the nation. The police service is not for Nanado Dankwa. Neither is it for Jane Mensah, who is the EC. Neither is it for John Dramani Mahama. Neither is it for me, Eddie Ametiana Obiara. Omukoye Omejuma. But the enim say, Omejuma ni yenimuno. And until I let my vote count, you want to that na ye trust no. If it's a way demonstration, that police no nya trima mentria. They apply certain forces. Omo tutuns you see be near their din na. It does happen. You see, it will be now what trust because ebi ebeka say police for your omojuma. At then na yin to me accepted that fact. Nipa no mhwe kwan very 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 sad. But me the year futuo. Me the beko so year futuo de bi asase mo ebe bia meka. Say yen kwanu yen man in that first. Aside the politics na yeah okay. Yen man yen kwanu hu hia kese because election security na parties we are na court na say say Yama security net tight at these very elections. Obi ode basabasa ebe they sign, they agree. So obi ode basabasa ebe biano. Ema security agencies na ntwemo omo ensure say nyoma ekoyi. Na say nyoma ni nyina akowie say omo ekwan omo fa so ensure ni mu no. Ebi mu ahwere omo nkwa. Why don't we want to accept say ekoma adwuma no ho ebetumi asi. Kikiri ni ba no. The third akra police for crime. Kikiri na ewo civilians na ntem no kra no. Etime de obi hwere no nkwa no. It made the back. So why will you tell us, President, better not Jubilee House? Now, as someone said, Moko, more sure say Mube Kun for 8, in for 8 votes, no qua, a bit me at Daniel mining in our elections. No, it doesn't happen like that. In Timo Pesamo says, Uncle for 8 we, Sebi Obusa for Fanchame, or my Shrio Monqua, and can this be in the election? The way we are quoting is that just because Nana Danko Akufo-Addo wants to be a president, or Kum Nipa 8. It just will Kum Nipa 8 and come over to a this year. Ebe collect our margin na or DBT John Dramani Mahama na. Iti that could be yebe sesa amemo ama yesesa amemo ni wie na police for ko di djuma bia ye va ko se of which amemo yesesa ni biem because no
so catch us some time ago na bibia be si o mind mu bia no when John Mahama was president that America was president mo attribute to odon bibi fia bia ana asmesi bibi fia bia ana asmesi
eti o mu ye bi. Yes, as they say, they tell me, not just say they have no message to tell us. Because who says I didn't your papa now will repeat it there. Then what are you trying to tell us? It is like no man can once a minute. Me, my point is that I see a dunk at the end of the day. My Dinka stands on his matters. Me time kind article become a kind article. You know, I see jobs. I say, we know a cow. Say the bear be and then it is a style of the NDC because it may be a chum crown. No, said the propaganda secretary. So you can imagine the former propaganda secretary being the general secretary, and the general secretary himself some time back, Wakekan Yoma Bebri, no about chairman for the party. A state in that party no sapepen and say and so we do among commosa. But to say just because President Akufo-Addo wanted to be the president, but then yet to abandon another president and put that. Yet to abandon another president. And to Wakum Nipa 8. Maybe sa I say don't get say and can Nipa 8 no. I'm sure your monkwa. Would they have one power? No. Nipa 8 na busu ya form fanche pa says I didn't see a president can once would di ho yaw on the 9th I declare so a president. Name me sre me nuanu mu youth I did both NDC and MPP no achi no. going into the next election security is because why you medjuma
okay
me kwa me do say me do MPP pa o osono kakraka pa de to aba me nia daje e wi ahye me saa na me call up and down but ade bia ba ma me nko ahwere me because ye to aba de I would dare not because I have a lot of people I would depend on me say me hwere me nko na e bia be affect you greatly say na ye adwene saa nti say me kono me hu ade bia enya I will address it properly to the security agencies, to my party. Say, Momo ni mesha na die koso wa hani. And until na yafa pulling agents, ni why so more many that what every center no munye se adwuma. Free fee emfa dom enko dis adwuma nenye. The AC was that particular constituency no. The returning office and I said they all share abanu so any pulling one for the constituency for the place no. Does it mean say no oni wa oye adwuma? Does it have to take the youth to come in? No mumbra meye se adwuma no mfa mass angofo no hwese pepepe ye koso youth no epeso mo say na police no adwuma no mo ye no nso ani no mo ensure se pepe. These are questions I've been asking around. Owo ni ya me ya no na me tumi nua no mo fo se ya hwe yi a ye behwidi ye nkwa no omasa atena so ho akeka no se de ye keka no ya iti ye politics na ye nsan so mfa ya adwene to ze ye nkwa no very very important but admittedly Eugene can once in
yes.
The main person can be video no or they can watch it and they can see the president spoke about it. Said the person who feeling yes and another don't consume cancer move.
All right. Akabremu bemu ya na fi kwa next topic.
Yeah. Sly.
Yeah.
Yeah, hope na ya sefim. So even getting the opportunity to speak the truth to enyama enye no. Because of politics in still na ese won defend na eya meka say yende radiase say the ABCBA ye na say esina say nya yemfa ye ento ye simple abrabo na yebo no you are bound to make mistakes
okay
but so we mistake no a the eye wo mu ne say ma mistake no embe ye part of you you correct it. Say na be ya nipa na wo offended no kra no benya sam enuhu attitude be so oh na boni abehye me because of the way eminent but because of posture we take no me dia cho. The Ghana for a qualify and yeah anything big go say look usuma umba so mombra ha in fact omo bae no the mo mo bedi ni na wo a wo small mo no attitude be no wo put it up to suggest that there won't be any no in 3 years. The MPP communicators are telling Ghanaians that the fact that the leader, our president, has condemned that in their speech, it's enough. If you hear them very well, they won't know. Almost say, "Nipa watching you President Eman's speech, or condemning the attitude of the police, it's enough." So I put a now when they are home no.
Yeah.
Do you know say in 2020 nkrofo no mu ne ebi kura wo man na ye man no. Ebi wo man no nya 18 years here. Boni be na san nkrofo no so ye. It is like nkrofo a omu ye no, emu miensa no mo ye man no. Omo koto aba ne bi. Boni be no mo ye. Why losing their lives? And they kasa asemu ya, o say nti da bi me ye nka ho asem because president are condemning his speech. Onyankopo katasro onfa yini aye boni ncheye because sa ankoba de besi ne be yasefim Sly me de manusi
yes
mamenka ensisudua the John Mahama NDC next administration will ensure and put me on record they will ensure say obi bia obefa kwan bia enye ebeye nyoma no embra eni ne bedi. It is not just a matter of a mere speech condemnation. That is not justice and no any justice. If the MPP don't know, justice go beyond just word of mouth. It's all more action. Extra say, look, me member na yejuma. President no ate susi si ano. Oni membra o. Rule of law. Say na rule of law na extra. Say and a rule of law na extra. Rule of law says nipa 3 seconds and 2 ekokuna down for embremu no just write a statement to condemn it and it just all. Is that the rule of law? Bonebe na Ghana for boni ben and a Ghana for Sly, my fancy because I say we can. Now I say we are result me perceive family resurrecting the anger of this family. Because say nipa no koba maminya bidi no because of wo your bid to become a president say nipa no ekwaya wamba biom wo say me yen kan ho say may the Lord forgive us.
Okay. Eti Kingsley Akakofi NDC Anafi Edi to say NPP. And I'm not teaching come on. Some few messages here. I'll say I'm Nana Kwame Darlington. Tell Kingsley to talk as human being if there is an accident on Temamoto Way. A is President Akufo-Addo the driver or the one who pushed the car to go and get accident. And if Mahama refused to congratulate President Akufo-Addo, it doesn't stop him from being a president. Kingsley should talk. Also, this one says, what did the late former President Atta Mills and the then former Vice President Mahama say when 5 people were killed at Agbogboshi by the NDC supporters in 2009, immediately after they won the elections? This type of coward should stop. From Ajenim Boatin Domi Pillar 2. Okay, so that is it. Yeah, but I will call your next topic so about Margaret for a sense. By the time I went to the Katobako, yeah, but we'll continue the conversation. Maybe this year. All right, okay. So welcome back. Yebetwa and Komochucho so na got to phone somewhere da. Ene afi yesuku no exams ho nsensem bia epiepie bi ne obi akoka se school ko ye bi sin ko ye exam or practices no ho ne ma nyina no yebedi ho komosisi. This one say the NDC all the way. I'm Kobe from Amamfrum Dodoa Road and the bar say NDC all the way. Eddie, When I'm frabbing, coffee is a moment on a ding. Ah, if for the anniversary of Marco Kahwasemi. Now, for young Fambra, yes, young Fambra examination. Yes.
Sir, union for no.
Yes.
Me call Masama. No, Musia, me are not almost to bobo me. Because at least I find myself in the education environment.
Yes,
so I meet them one way or the other.
Yes.
I me call Masama no to bobo. But time I am a teacher now.
Yes.
Now me pay Masama. Do na me a teacher.
Okay.
And until I encourage me say me to also a teacher. Be jai teaching. Because me who say unions no.
Yes.
Are the problem.
Your problem. No?
Yes. Union me na dey make kasa me free the stance of a party communicator na me koye to say ordinary Ghanaian.
Yes.
Teachers the omo hope ni na o show teachers din ya omo the omo hope ni na say unions we mo. To the extent say they forget that is a union but even abiding an employer. Inti omo nyoma ni na no say union na anka they are just quiet. And these unions, I don't know whether I should call it bad negotiation spirit or what. Free NDC, Bira MPP, Bira NDC. What we teacher for? I buy no attention na mostly. Or tie the policy be bana bua. You call ya be real single spine ne hwan nyina. Enye omo ankasa as a union ne negotiate sa ne ma we. Eti osha, o ti be fa so bo no kra mo aban bia. If you say omo ankasa as a union, they have a problem. Now when him say the teachers front, we nagrat na kasa.
Yes.
Omo nagrat. Omo not. Omo concern. Sankofo we nyina no. Eye nyoma mako no mo ba together beka. Ebi wo ha we adwen si A, we so we adwen si B, we so we adwen si C. Until there are times I was a nagrat a strike but not for Juma. And it's all the teachers front. She say mo yes ade we ya e be ye den pa say mo benya ade bi ebo. Ghana Medical Association is medical association for every doctor is part of Ghana Medical Association. The hard time they come together to have one front for the teaching field. Ebe boa ma yemu bia ye bemu bu ya eja no kra sa ba be kira de. If it says mo yes say dia ebe ko so ama mo negotiations because we become negotiations we mo ye minim de but we become na so a different view of the same negotiation. Yes I am wow. Now coming to the concerns of condition of service.
Yes.
I say because why ye adwuma de da bia any nyoma etwa ye ho ehia condition of service obi abepe say be improving. Almost your only government or timelines. I was reading the article.
Yeah.
And then the timelines snap home. So timelines snap home. They should rush back to the government table, have a discussions with them. Now, almost the entire besine timelines need to mean juma. Almost sanka the SSS. But me who is a teacher for condition of service, you know. I work for match. And you I work for match. It's make us say, almost no. And run it through all governments. Teacher for us and run it through all governments. I thought I was sure Mudia na say I go for we pa.
At times are they politically motivated and I be side because omo de dan.
I don't know whether
omo de dan on the politics be game
because it's like if you have thought that condition of service.
You are someone can fit last year. It omo person be strike within this period because say e be 20 and e be 20 mo say da e be 20 mo say da.
Sasa no kan no kra na wrong. As obi anka politics asem. Amem kwakunya no biti so. Nti wo do asem okwa. Ese asem no dey go straight. Se me adwuma me ye no hunu se nyoma ye kan ye no enkose de me pe no wo se budget ye ready and wo mu se public service workers e betu akatu mu ye nim se January ye kickstart sa kickstart ya obi ye ne ye adwuma we will talk about ade mu ka se mbatu mu no mo antum. It has got nothing to do with the election year or whatsoever. But omo constant follow ups ni nyoma omo be ye no na be ma ade na omo hwehwe ne age atum. Ultimate condition of service be a teacher for opera. That's our condition of service in pharmacy phone in 2011. It tells you say the leadership now Kasano, I think they are not looking into the horizon. I say
cracks boom.
Also more ready and one say kakrebi enya be enfanisa. Who ye juma sa ubenya problems. So me and then me topic I came to call on teachers. Some unions train the time they sit together to merge it to form one common front. Abebwa. Okay. Again, they should look at their leadership so well. Normal condition of service. going forward no ebetumi aboa say all the time they only need adjustment so me ni sorry be here adwuma sorry o me bon sen ko mo so sorry no ba bia me ko bia your policy say afeso a omoto omo adwuma efo aketem by 20% or so so la ba bia maye adwuma bia me nkon negotiate hwe afene so ya ba bia me da no they just increase it by the percentage me kuma se me ni omo different churches 3 the same church adwuma the same thing I saw. Me back cry, me a different church. The same principle I saw. You see, it tells us say, and she said that hold that. And you have to negotiate. It is a condition of service. No, or more can they should have a proper document. Or more they come say, in the next 20 years, we wouldn't go back for this fight. I don't know the person me catch it all. Okay. Because say that be na gratify or more they no ma be kabos and not for so na mo no ma ko hobi no mo so the aba. I think I'm going back to whichever ministry is responsible. Ministry in the ministry in the Mama speedy actions for Sanomawi. I thought Diana Ubehunu said I granted, but the action to initiate at the end of a problem. Yes. Martina TV is only radio soon pempi akaseme. Say ope adie pa e ha me pa organa. Yes. You fed my for time you omoka. Okay. Delay as never. If you for 3 months, then by 6 months. It be me do 1 year. Now who ni pana say. Say who ni any other thing away aside the juma na ya found out asamato. Because what if you are when you juma when you juma na odo lorry usika kakra ne say for ka ko juma. So so ube come no ho. Obi na so or trigger action bi kakra bi na wa relaxing. Sa no man emwaye so man. Emwaye we politics bi antonche. Say empass any teacher for na table who di nkita ho. Ti condition of service biase. Di akodi ni table so no. Onke kan ho. Emwaye because you read the budget. Meaning says annual manoma na possibly say sika semni your manoma. By then it should have been captured. Say I started ejuma in 2023 basis am ready. Meaning say komo a mi aka agi atum de akọ animu ankasa. Inti way the main fire MPP calendar amba baby. I am really pleading with whoever ankita hude yakwa kuduru na nim no. But meaning say aban ne born homodin when it comes to teachers matters in your manoma. I mean obi anim say ya boy homodin ewo ye pay so a. Afin so ya san so abo mo staff strength no. And go school bi atimi ko to teacher for bebre ama bi mo adwuma ye no so atete. First no na enye sa emi ko secondary school no. Teacher ni o tire mi imas no o tire form 1 form 2 form 3 but the no be kono bi tire imat e bi o tire form 1 business class omo ho aha omo and it is good but say negotiations in as much as unions ni follow up no na yen so a ye documents to table so a ni omunya anti ase no president Kufuor ntimi nko ba bia anko di say adwuma no ti no de watena ho no na what speedy action no cause me ti hey as say me kasa ma abai na me say me mama kasa obi ante di aban na yes sa na also ti office no also adwuma as say o ye ma aban no say president ni honti woni obi nya nkitawde no anya obekọ president so bo say ade no anya na nso nkitawde ni da so da table so with respect to what's in there yaka ho asem bia ya brempo emofra bia ko school akotro nso hwe o ma pass e brace abrin kese teacher for sign no kra na tutu bonus mo safi as teacher for sign ni tutu bonus ye free squad bi o mo color a green red and now white views and then a Chinese so kofu is that and say some grand pass e say komu faili so komu faili ya ka babua papa e di asem nie ye ma ko tro so he na si afi di o ma ya de itimi bo mo to o ma disua so no u be pa kunya di o si there be SSS ankola psycholization of nema we na this ade ne ba ana afra sec o show mo exam progressively a e free ha e ko ha e free afi we ko we no ajompo anti akosra enunti enti e bia na no 2016 na nye 2017 e ko denim 2018 me o chat no ha sisi a 2019 enti a movie apa enti you started 2017 free senior high school no omo results is far better than previous ones and then enunti na be maybe mu so create this so we say yes started free senior high school conform my address say school no be sent to say there because any conformia do am say basic school abind there no there it is nothing to write home about sana no more compare free senior high school I believe say nunti na ma communicators ni bia na say omo di nkita home abind ni bebre e ka say empo abeya ade a che previously ani etua school fees ni apo we GES statement omo de ba abontin na there is no place almost state say emphatically say free senior omo statement ba abontin free 20 we free high yakwa
yes
but we go say comparisons nearby by politicians near be mo no yes but I mean the policy abana policy na to me aboa but to say and results they don't merit it. It looks as if say and say komutwa or metwa dodo. That's where I have a problem.
Yes.
He said no, yeah, as I'm there trying and this Nibia Benim one passing one fine go university. I am a man Ghana for this out. Ya ba na say abey omo madam for be say or ya better flat from imagine honey. They need to understand say number no be grow because emre be a training nkora nyina access to university. She na say me hu ade bi on internet so e me de. Nkofo so a omo ye philanthropist agye atomo so a nkora no so pass ye no omo akom be kafie ebi mutimi solicit funds na ebetimi atua akora no school fees for the whole 4 years or the school no omo de omo out school no omo go school sir yes abrant ebi wo internet is omo friend na tea or something o de nkola bebre wa solicit funds ama nkola bebre ko university no esenso nkola we am famu ameduru ake nim so ma be impom betumi pass betumi akọ because e bia ka school ni nye free anko betumi akọ bi. It is a ubejina so because you are against the policy now because and unti pass your ma pass no crime and say nkomo pass ya. It is so wrong. Now me the radius is na grant who say dey winter because he was going against them. Make kai abeg buy and because the teacher for it to
abeg someone chira dey na say.
Yes, because what the opposition is trying to tell the teachers is that munye hui ho but nkola na pass. That's what it means because it's like uti hey na wajuma efo nyina bomb homode. Na me say oh kai enye hui ho no mo ya che se de wo kra wo ti ya na asepani a oni omo nam no me fa ni de bia ma de wo ya no kra me hunu so wo ye adwuma bi so we need to understand say enkra ne pass no ma pass no akire for na ya de o ma bo omo homode eno na na grate twen adwun de asiso no me de wo beka bia fa ho bia de minim se me nwa kuma chiro bi o pass this week ya ma copy pharmaceutical sciences wo kuma technical university amana oko school akwakosu ya de eyem de na maka che ne say on prove your points and the results na wonya ye no it makes meaning because alcohol na ko failure e be say so results na wonya ye it doesn't make sense that's like bon say nkora na mo free SHS di nka akosku obi enu ayi na di eyom one we university cc e me new class o tuna di that's what school you it is all pa me nkora na o omo bomo so mark omo script ni da free SHS one da so one nsem a omo show omo script ni mo ani o me koyie ma free SHS for no nti waje atum wa hada da de wo hwe de wa osisire a ohun ni se nkola no bom nti ye nsese etimika se nkola no afeli entirely sir but as I say editum say teacher for no so abom mo de ebre so say mo teacher for aba so a ye mo ma ba so ma de nyafe na adwuma na edin
okay adikronti ana me kasa no ye friend say kinslu ba mu a o share chat bi the by a percentage of candidates obtaining A1 to C6 in the core subjects so share from yearly basis English, integrated science, maths and social studies. Then and almost say 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023 are the free senior high school graduates and the only years in the past 8 years that more than 50% of candidates obtain A1 to C6 in all core subjects. And then note, 2022 year group, more than 60% of candidates obtain A1 to C6, all core subjects. A1 to C6 are the grades that are required for a student to qualify for admission into the tertiary institution in Ghana.
Yeah, because no munjin to say free SHS bet me a good result. It's here trauma doing the NSC so I can so moment politics one.
Kingsley, now that we say na fe why John Dramani Mama was having issues and problems with the free saying what's the results near there. Yeah.
Of course, because like so we my and there omudimu when it comes to development. So our mind will be, and you and prioritize before attaining that status as a developing country. In fact, the first thing I will be called was our 24-hour economy.
Okay.
The second thing I will be more formidable policies in respect of education. And in the end, will be an opportunity now to the Mamenko Finland and Mamenko masters. Oh, Mamenko South Korea, Mamenko education. Mamenko and Mamenko pay you my year. Because sa or mine no ajia to say. So mine be ye dear, sign your mommy no way. I say my man now is sipping. If you come to Ghana, yan yafemo, na say and brain. Yeah, that's so a battle with these two key sensitive sectors. I say the initial year. And yeah, you have a problem as a nation. And Nefabino, they be a say, even so, one year end this in the crowd. So, Kodana will bomb Paya, Bobima John Dramani Mahama. So, Utumiko die in your Saada, so they say, looking at the situation, you face this here. The solution to all the problems we have in Brebri is 24-hour economy. Because come January 7th, 2025, say a swap pay not be implemented here. And then say yeah, about developed countries in Ghana in the world. Ni about one kasa woman Ghana account. Saying so koda, but Empire no, ebi ma John Dramani Mahama. No antenase, no to me be yes idea my. Say na you can't Nagrats, you can't NATS, you can't all other unions in the education sector once and summer. I am a real kakra because na my brother I can be some kind of papi mono and come major no munya one formidable front. Yes, to large extent, but so we call as education sector one yeah the qualifications and yeah the war baby I war. I hate to say be a PhD holder. My association is different from their own. So I try DNA Biokuta diploma.
Oh, okay.
What you say?
Okay.
Say me bar university level means me be a senior lecturer precope. I have to go through certain years, certain qualification be as a senior lecturer position.
Okay.
And to be able to say, be a nipani a lecturer, all right, but the condition of
the level no ne obi dia
nyepe. And to some of us, oh, can you have
adding
kakra. And it's in a more education sector now, which means that's various unions.
Okay.
Now, I am make a say.
Menchano, my bio phone lines 0501484671. 0501484671. Pacho ba ma usam nyinti a wonti awa my yanko.
Na sa nagrats in same ya beda hono. I make a say once I start na make a say nko mind bia bi here. Sanya ma mi nu we esa aban no. Etumi di na ni kokko. Ye nwan say na ambe. Si ye jitum se sanya ma we na ma o mind no ekọ na nyimu dia. Then anka enyoma bia ebe be obstacle ama omo no. In terms of any
Mami Fakola. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, sir, boss.
You,
me too.
We need the special entity where we are. Honorable the President, incoming MP, member of Parliament and the Central, Ken Mojalan. If you are, what do you cannot be given. The situation we concern about the church. And the big system, this is something government and the corporate will basically make a car. I'm woman, this is some of the mama. Is that it and have to be at home. This has to take and that. Come on. They are young. You don't know what about your person. I make it big journey to Africa. We can do that. We must feel more than that. But I will need to do a power. What do they ask me? They pay school fees. If I don't go to the cafe, they pay social fees. If I don't go to the cafe, I have a new pay 3 times a day. I have a good day. You bring something to get you because to get cafe in Sahara. People say, I pay a much back. I'm allowed to Sahara. What they say, I'm good at the same, but they say, you have me. I'm down the car. I'm not qualified. Now, my idea was Ii Ghana American mindset. What the number of that? You know, they can make a 2 billion after education. What the 2 billion education? The person between us, I'm on my car, I'm not back, I'm Miami. The people that you get working on. No, we don't want education. she get 24 economy 24 economy e be Ghana 24 economy e a don show some me no get 24 economy but so that I say what is there Muslim je say you know the Oma do to am no to am don say I say no only hand this part of 24 hours 24 hours so what is the Ghana no to me mo o web station it is concern about big money now concern about listen every year what you can make you know that they in the family and go to the last na come da liga ba do se uma coisa normal que existe de deixa ele meter também não é walai o cara que foi fazer mama de me fez só que não tá que não vai fazer bem bem a gente disse já lá e daí é push o que faz 2024 gonna be after me come looking government say am can do infrastructure infrastructure schools infrastructure hospital na about to seek am tell them about it not just anything.
All right, yeah, that's it. Now this one says Alhaji Hamza Pig Farm. Good evening, my brother. Did I hear President Nana said President Mama has not yet congratulated him? Interesting times ahead. President Mahama will not do that today and he will not do that tomorrow. What are we talking about? 8 innocent young men were gunned down in Techiman South just like that for Nanadu to be president. What has he done about the killers? It is totally unacceptable and wrong for blood to flow for someone to be a president. But I didn't think.
Hello, good evening.
About your good evening.
That's all.
Yami Adum now so.
That's all contribute.
About your contributing.
Yes, Ghana, you are some of the local community if I look at not brand, it's a fear and they are two plants for maybe everything that I'm ability. Not the one that we are supposed to look at the point, but the same place will find a way. It's a statement to 4 hours, but again, I make the food, I'm in finish. When the whole world is in the about the people not in following the system. What about the same of the man or Yanni? What do you have of all the plant that I tell it to the double? What the first thing that the backpack and look at the wild in the place? If I don't know what this, the secretary framework, my little fault is a first rather than me. Well, that's again another thing now. I thought you could have.
But that's it. Okay, so but I don't think this time around the NDC will sit down for such things to happen again. We shall protect every vote and protect the ballot in the interest of our supporters. All right. I know I'm good as so. Yeah. Obian Sabana.
Hello.
Okay. Hello. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
Hello. Bepacho Kasa. Bepacho Nitio. I'm a tongue Kapakasa. Just saying.
Okay, time out all yeah, I feel the face to find the head about it. It's a good idea. Okay, the day out. Property best. And then you find a property. I'm not going to I think that when you found. That's the only thing you know of work. And my name got that done of the another lady. And I need 8 million. One and that's good. One and that's also yeah, police is one of them. I don't know what to do. You the policy about it now. Like when you go away to come away, things work away a colony every night. Everybody thinks that okay, so things go away. They tell what we to say to the economy. So this is that is only the other can happen.
Yes, sir, that's it. Kinsley Kasa.
Slightly that's it. Now, because of Nippon phrases here, because of lives and properties being lost on the Tamamotu here. When you are the air candy. So big car, a accident, oh, motor, so that's a car, Saka and a property. Nippon not a car, no, and their lives, and I can't want them. And then your property is there, you wouldn't say a dying name or other things that you are aware of. No, why, Mr. O? In the young friend will see. Now, education wants to
hello?
Mama Kisling kasa hello good evening. Yeah, they would kasa buy in if you remember.
Education wants yes. And what the politics are and yet into me about education. I'm very mindful, especially considering where I'm coming.
But my family last call now to me flu. Hello, good evening. Poko, okay.
Slide. She say, "Unkola attitude. Cultural exams. Cultural exams no. Not to no exams na year. You saw certain videos circulating in the media, insulting the president of the nation.
Some time ago.
Exactly. In fact, what is happening in penny some that Ghana? How did we get there? And then
hello?
Yeah, Mr. The last call. Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yes, sir, boss. Pacho Kasa. Charlie, you refuse to do that. Okasa and maybe you hear that say. Gideon, thank you. Let's end the course here now for Islam Fire Uncle.
Sly,
yeah.
Education won't sense my and your mind fapping. Into say, Bassy education won't sense someone. Mamma, you fire politics and don't change. The NIA can say, I don't know you know Munkuma your Mosukuno. Almost cultural exams. No more exams and Uncle Ye, no more the horse of war, a boy. Nanka cultural exams and I say exams and Uncle Ye. Sanka so born there, all the boat church training, and that's how the ball wow. Because these are the two key players and Kayu. But now, yes, and you go on. And the actual imagination say, look, let's not make it look like a bino and a control or resource crisis. She almost said, His Excellency Dramani Mahama, no criticizing this whole resource. We make it look like Sabine way there was resource not a better off. I don't know if you are getting the argument. This is like, I don't know if you are privy to this information. Where your cultural Lancashire exams are marked recently.
Yes.
A teacher who is supposed to be a qualified teacher, myself. In fact, Brofo Troy, that we were marking. To a large extent, we even have to bring it to the media for them to see exactly the caliber of teachers we are producing. So, teacher no cultural, sir, Brofo, no. Take it from me. We go through basic education level. With chat and it's didn't go basic what's the name junior high oko hono so tumi akotro BC with chat yet nako SHS wako hono so kwetwa and into no nya kwan e go teacher training college
okay
for nothing at all yemfa ne say questions na e buy ne yedi throw myself. Do you know what it means for you to get admission to teacher training? What it means is that results are what they call hono worst case C6. So we are looking at the results that comes out and the quality of the results of that we are talking about. The fact that you've gotten A does not mean that you are a brilliant student. I don't want to go to the tertiary level where I am, but so back the basic level now. Sakola enya C6 Nini anasa ni knowledge should depict that C6 na wenya no. Because at the university level I can say that a debate class all the time. In fact, a class discussion or contributing. So based on that, it is a good student. Make me score an A.
Okay.
But yeah, but junior level now, it doesn't work like that. You need to, in fact, go beyond to justify idea ewo wutiri mo. And anything I want, yeah, I say, sakola ni ya A, and also nya C6 kura na wa pass it. Inti ye man nko into school. And it's like, say, yeah, can't the quality of education in respect of your current system na year one. It is not to score a political point. Do you know what it means? Salary kakra wenyano. The best support you ba se fako school kusuya de bra. Na nipa na ade ayede kire nkola na nkasa kora ehho akade no eni ho. Meaning say this year, the say obusu ni bi call form 1 this year. Look, edi unzo mo call 4th December.
Yes.
And on mobile 21st.
Aye.
Akola ni ba fie no kita list of books I say meto answer wa. In fact, As at 3 days ago, I made in a school. No, I spent no less than 1,200 cedis on books.
Does it mean there's no textbooks at schools?
And no, it is up to you, those out there, to justify. Me say, and you obey say, me say. I bought books not less than 1,200 and send them my offers in to Miko school. So let's not even discuss free SHS here. Because immediately we go into that and people like us will not understand the basis of free. It's like the question I mean, how many of us can come out with this 1,200 Ghana cedis to purchase books and send our back to school? Let's not sit in Kumasi or Accra or Tema to say that it's 1,200 the Enyeshi. Oko baby a mimi fina me eba to raise 500 Ghana cedis is a huge task. So the issue of free SHS, you want to be because that is not the understanding some of us got. Then you come back to the issue of quality of resource. Let's not force the system to say that because of political reasons,
so the teachers are not performing, or the children are rather not learning.
We already report now about after releasing the results. More than 40,000 or 4,000 students were involved in AI answers. In fact, apart from that, about 3,000 of the students were involved in foreign materials on them in the examination room.
So if me wo paper no you know so if say why it me detect some phone etwetwetwa mu ni ade a, then why don't we say that the rest of them now yen chom people, rest of them now yen nya fault with them genuinely no omo do ma pass, because if we were able to find a number of people like you try to people so the foreign materials by, that means say when suade even so when suade nti ya pamo no obi a oye ade a enye. Apart from that, some of the results were there and non-performance and also indicating so why kakra na buy na ye hunu so omanya ne de ya accept so omanya.
It's like
yes,
the scenario now woman cry is most disastrous because your level at SHS say akwala no to me day tio. I wish say we'll get time to go through the report. There was segments of them almost there foreign materials in a realm. And there were another segment almost the search you money you who phones in foreign materials in the war. At that level, senior high. Or to me the realm control MA channel.
Oh, examination was
slide. You see, let's be honest to this system. My man kase a norm because it has been there. The arguments we are raising this afternoon is that on minor fapim age in education so. Do you know the number of people who were able to go through this system with foreign materials a yanchi? Are you aware of the number of students Omutumiko examination room with foreign materials omo de yanchi?
Okay.
In any case, were we not having vigilators? In fact, before you even enter into the examination room, were we not searching these students?
Okay, yes, yeah.
This is like many man who say they make a trust me. Regardless whichever political party that comes to power. But the issue of education, let's not play politics with this.
All right, thank you very much. Interruption in water supply. Dear value customer, please be informed that there will be interruption in water supply from tomorrow, Wednesday 10th to Thursday, 11 January 2024. This is to enable Ghana Water Company engineers carry out emergency maintenance works on the 42 and 21 transmission pipeline from Bong Water Treatment Plant. The areas that will be affected include the whole of Tema Township, Tema Township, Ochina, any Thursday, Mumpensio, Nanumri, Pram, Doenya, Daftraku, Community 25, Ashaman, Bechele, Afenya, and Honkeka. Customers in affected areas are to advise to store enough water for the period indicated. Water supply will, however, be restored to normalcy as soon as the works are completed. Toman said, I only see 2 days, but Toman said, I'm specific of the 2 days.
It should be specific.
Why? So, yeah, was only 2 days. I've heard the whole party as soon as the water is restored, was it moonstones? It
should be specific.
Then confidence this may cause is deeply regretted. It you
so
that who needs spice down.
me ba na ya ka kire mo fi so e ba kakra
bi asatwam
Uti through credit that kwano.
Jefferson, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Me ni pa bi a wo Punkataman.
Yes.
In fact, ejuma mo bomber NDC amanu ko se metra hana manda o masia. Ene me communication bureau in the Tema Central constituency.
Okay.
In fact, every me do mo asini ejuma ti mo ye.
Yes, that's.
Yeah,
all right, my chair 6 Aku Anafi Alice Munyina Mowo Club 10 hotel and bar and we restaurant more can actually heya flags out down here. Me chamo pa mo gaya pa nice place to be. Yadamase pa. Yadbesi I'll be back tomorrow na yebedin komo etwaso. Ghana Se Sen. Bye bye.